A principle is a truth that creates freedom. I want to read that sentence again. A principle is a truth that creates freedom. I'll give an example. When I described what creates order, being the expansion of consciousness, the rulership of self, of owning our own thoughts, emotions, and actions and bringing them into unison as one, and then propagating the true philosophy of what freedom really is. That is a truth. Understanding that truth will create freedom. Therefore, it is a principle. It is one of the principles that everything that I do attempts to embody, to bring solidity to manifest in the world. It is a principle of natural law that I understand simply, and many, many, many people do understand this principle. It is not unknowable. It is very simple. It is not impossibly complex. It can be understood, and it is understood by many, many people on the earth. Sadly, more people do not understand it than do, but we're going to change that. And we can change that. So, continuing with a reading from The End of All Evil by Jeremy Locke. A principle is a truth that creates freedom. A law, lowercase l, man's law, is what he is referring to here. A law is a lie that creates slavery. Principles describe reality. They are knowledge that can help you to make use of your world. Because of your intelligence, you recognize principles in everything you do. Every true thing that you learn is a principle. Think about that. Every true thing that you learn is a principle. The movements of your hands, which foods taste good, mathematics, empathy for a friend, are all based on principles. Laws are artificial ideas created by evil men to restrict the thinking and understanding of people. And I will read that sentence again. Laws, meaning man's laws, are artificial ideas created by evil men to restrict the thinking and understanding of people. Laws mask themselves as authority so that they can impersonate principles. When people mistake law for principle, their freedom is restricted. When people mistake truth for the ideas of authority, their abilities and their wisdom are diminished. This is the purpose of law. An example of principle can be found in thermodynamics. A liquid is cooler than a gas. This is a principle. Because this is a principle, it does not restrict us, but enables us. Using this principle, we can condense and expand a substance between gas and liquid to create refrigeration. With this principle, we have more understanding and more power. Principles are truths that create freedom. An example of law can be found in the culture of royalty. A commoner owes homage to the king. This is a law. Because it is a law, it destroys freedom and enslaves. Under this law, a person must neglect usage of their minds, their speech, and their actions. They must believe that they are worth less than the king. Notice that unlike principle, there is no truth in law. It is entirely possible to disrespect the king and therefore to break the law, lowercase l. Law, lowercase l, must be enforced. To use the dynamic of control. In other words, what Locke is saying here. Law always must be enforced through the dynamic of control. Law must be enforced because there is no truth in it. A law destroys freedom because it is a lie. A principle, however, creates freedom because it is knowledge. That which destroys freedom is evil. The world is simpler than it pretends. Complexities are found in every aspect of our cultures, politics, and economies. Every day, people are introduced to new ideas, new spin, new views, or a new symptom of our world. Many of these ideas are perversions of principle, designed to engineer specific reactions from people. Evil societies invent ideas to destroy the free thinking of people. Some of history's names for these ideas have been socialism, fascism, racism, communism, democracy, class warfare, political correctness, decency, royalty, and terrorism. All of these ideas are created for exactly the same purpose. They are all vehicles to confuse the minds of the victims of slavery. They are all evil.